esteemed guests, and fellow scholars. It is an absolute honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, a distinguished ecologist, accomplished academician, and visionary leader in the field of environmental science, Dr. Debnath Palit. Dr. Palit has dedicated his life to the study and preservation of our natural world, having earned his MSc in botany with specialization in plant ecology from the University of Bardwan. He further pursued his research passion, culminating a PhD in 2004 for his groundbreaking work on the survey of wetlands in Birbhum district, West Bengal, with a focus on macrophytes. His contributions to academia span nearly 2 decades, with extensive teaching experience in the West Bengal Education Service. He has served at several prestigious institutions, including Darjeeling Government College, Bidhannagar Government College, Durgapur Government College, and Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Government College. In 2021, he elevated his journey by joining the West Bengal Senior Education Service as the principal of Durgapur Government College. Dr. Palit's research experience is vast, covering areas such as wetland, peat lake, forest ecology, phytoremediation, microbial remediation of coal mined wastelands, air pollution control, and environmental impact assessment. His prolific contributions include over 100 research articles published in leading international and national journals, 50 book chapters with world-renowned publishers such as Springer, Elsevier, John Williamson's, Taylor and Francis, and Apple Academic Press, and 6 books authored under globally recognized publishing houses. His illustrious career is adorned with prestigious memberships and accolades. He is a fellow of the East Himalayan Society for Spermatophyte Taxonomy, a life member of the Indian Council of Chemists and Biologists, and the National Environmental Science Academy. His excellence in research was recognized when he received the Scientist Award at the International Scientist Award on Engineering Science and Medicine of INSO Awards 2022. Dr. Palit has spearheaded numerous funded research projects sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of West Bengal, the Department of Environment, Government of West Bengal, and UGC, Government of India. Under his sole guidance, 6 research scholars have been awarded PhDs from the University of Bardwan, with 8 scholars currently pursuing their doctorates at Kazi Nazrul University. He has also mentored several MSc dissertations from institutions such as the University of North Bengal, the University of Bardwan, and Kazi Nazrul University. Beyond research and teaching, he is a stalwart administrator who has significantly shaped the Department of Conservation Biology at Durgapur Government College, one of its kind in Eastern India. His contributions extend to socio-economic and environmental impact assessments, serving as a member of the Review Committee for the National Water Development Agency's Farakka Sundarban Link Project and Ganga Damodar Suvarnarekha Link Project. His leadership was instrumental in securing DST feast funding for Durgapur Government College in 2011 and the prestigious DBT Star College scheme of the Department of Biotechnology in 2022. He has also served in various administrative roles, including officer in charge and coordinator of UGC career-oriented program at Durgapur Government College. With his extensive expertise, unwavering dedication, and inspiring leadership, Dr. Debnath Palit continues to shape the future of environmental science, education, and research. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our distinguished keynote speaker, Dr. Debnath Palit. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Kapuji sir, for a not brief introduction, vivid introduction about me. So really, I'm pleased, honored to have with such a renowned person, ecologist. Subhasis, can you hear me? Our resource person, Dr. Panda.
Yes, yes, I am here.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Welcome, Subhasis sir. Okay, so as mentioned by Dr. Acharji, very nicely introduction of the program. Then our Moitri madam and Prabhujit sir always. So no need to give any keynote address. Since I am the student of biological science, I had a interest and I'm really eagerly waiting to hear from our resource person and then the different research scholars, scientists, everything. Anyway, so I have an interest on finding ways and solution on biodiversity concern in order to maintain sustainable living. And our aim is to mainly focus on the location-specific research activities. So in and around Durgapur, not only me, my also colleagues are there in conservation biology, our research scholar. They always we are trying to find out some ways how to propagate our location-specific research activities so that we can target on the say, for example, the not conservation, there has to be exploration, not only conservation. You have to, first of all, being a student of biological science, we have to explore the resources, that means the floral resource, and faunal resource, and microbial resource. So our aim is to explore the different resources in Durgapur and adjoining areas. So we have focused in three ways. One is the air pollution or the air, then the water resource, and the soil resource, and the microbial resource. So for our research concerned, we have studied the some of the plant species, the pollution tolerant species we can tolerate. Durgapur is basically the industrial hub, and so many sponge industry, then other industries are going there, proliferation of the industry, so far the industry is concerned, and therefore it is a very polluted area. So we focused how to identify some pollution tolerant species, and this has been published in a very reputed journal. Then these not only these species can be helpful for the combat of the pollution, but the policy maker, the forest manager, then we are talking about the ecosystem management, biodiversity conservation. But the outcome of the research that could be utilized by the municipal corporation to build a green belt development. So you know very well that very sorry to say that when the research scholar or the research scientists they give the output of the research that can be utilized by the policymakers, but I think they never think of that, because if we propose that please plant such of the trees so that that can be utilized for the pollution combat of the pollution, because they have the pollution tolerant APTY value is high. But though whether our research output is taken by someone or not, but we will try our level best, not only myself, our research scholar, my colleagues, they try our level best to identify the plants and that be utilized by the forest manager, and to analyze the pollution induced variables to model tree species. And I have mentioned in my inaugural speech that we are trying a level two to develop a effective green belt development. Durgapur industrial area, then Panagarh industrial park is there. So the people has to think how to sustain with this environment. So the topic, the living in harmony, as mentioned by Toby, is celebrating biodiversity for a sustainable future. This talked about subject. And another thing is that we have water resource. Say for example, in Raniganj Coalfield area, in even in Durgapur area, some water bodies are there. They are the natural origin. Some of the man-engineered ecosystem. So the quality assessment is a very important thing, and we have studied on the assessment of the water quality in the Raniganj, particularly in the Raniganj field area, and considering the water quality of the field lakes, it is reflected that water of field lakes has high mineral and nutrient content. Please listen. And although not suitable for drinking use, that means there is plenty of water resource, but that not can be utilized. So, but the scientists, I can give one suggestion in the open forum. So, please think about how to utilize these huge quantity of the water resources that could be utilized for the human kind, perhaps for the different uses, not that means the domestic purposes. Then whether is a potentiality or possibility to utilize in the agricultural practices, horticultural practices, then for development of the orchard, whatever maybe. We have to think somewhere so that this is now it is a need of the hour. We have to think of policy, and not only to think of the policy, we have to execute. That's why my focus on the keynote address, that what are the resources we have with us and how to utilize the resources for the benefit of the humankind. And another thing is that so for the diversity of those some of the research scholars even they are working on the then phytoplankton diversity, zooplankton diversity, and the relationship with the environment. And there is immense possibilities there to work with the microbial diversity, because in the coal mine generated wasteland there is a huge number of microbial diversity, and the microbes can be utilized for the regeneration. That means they can be convert soil into soil. So degradation potential is there, and we have to find that then scientists or the ecologists they are working for the last few decades to find out some viable then microbes that can be utilized not in the laboratory culture but also the ground field. That means that the real we have to think as a model field so that it can be utilized as a reclamation strategies and conservation. So first thing I think I have mentioned earlier, that is the forest ecosystem. One is we have to think of the air pollution control, then the forest manager. Another is the quality of the water quality of the nearby or that or location specific at least. Then in Durgapur, in Raniganj, in Panagarh, whatever may be in some areas. Thirdly, I can say that the eco-restoration is the most talked about subject. If we think about that in today's national conference and international conference, the scientists are giving their presentation, then PPT, then their some presentation, research output. But this is the platform I can say, Dr. Panda and other scientists, those are present there. We can work together to find out some solution. We have to target some problem on the environmental various challenging issues. Then we should work together. That means the people from the chemistry, then botany, then geology, environmental biology. They have to come together, and we the scientists, and we, being a student, we must think how to conserve our resources. Say, for example, I think you'll be the most talked about the eco-restoration. So, in most of the national conference, seminars, symposia, workshop, people talked about the eco-restoration, conservation, etc. Eco-restoration is an approach that integrates various principles from diverse disciplines, as I mentioned earlier, and applies them on diverse habitat types on Earth side. You know that the disciplines are diverse in one hand, and the habitat is a diverse habitat. Those who are the student from the ecological, you know very well habitat diversity. So eco-restoration has become a key element and issue to address diverse and major environmental issues such as food security, very important thing, biodiversity conservation, regulation of the economic growth, water quality, health and safety issues. Climate change is the most important thing. Now scientists are focused on the impact of the climate change on the floral diversity, then changes in the maybe micromorphological character, macromorphological character, not only in the plants but also in the animals also. They are focused on the research, and this is a very challenging issues to us. And now the thing is that how to climate change mitigation, and the plants or the animals and the human being, we have to adapt with the changing environment. We have to find out the ways that can we can adapt, and not only for our generation but for the future generation, as the title of our seminar reflects. So therefore, eco-system should work for societal upliftment. So don't think that we will publish some research paper in high impact journal or peer listed journal or in some other peer reviewed journal. But our work, being a student of biological science, being a student of ecological science, we have to think whatever our research output, whatever our result, we have to think we should work for the societal upliftment. If we do not think of the societal upliftment, nothing will be come into existence and leading to overall environment. If you think of the environmental sustainability, please, scientists, the researcher, ecologists, environmental biologists, conservationists, those who will present their research paper, my earnest request, please think how to sustain our environment for the future generation. Thank you so much for the, again, once again, my sincere thanks and gratitude to the entire organizer, and my heartfelt thanks and best wishes to the paper presenter, my research scholar, student. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this brief keynote address but very valuable suggestions. Now, we have the honor of hearing from Dr. Shubhasish Panda, Principal of Government General Degree College, Chhapra, University of Kalyani, who will deliver plenary lecture 1 on local biodiversity hotspots conservation and initiative. To formally introduce Dr. Panda, I now invite Dr. Rajiv Biswas, Assistant Professor, Department of Conservation Biology, Durgapur Government College. Over to you, Rajiv sir.
Solo किशोर बेटा Yeah, Rajiv. Hello. Actually, I am. Yeah. May I audible?
Yes, sir.
Actually, yesterday night, na. So I am here college actually. So remote area. So no internet, nothing is there from my mobile actually sharing the hotspot. So I'm trying actually for presentation PPT purpose. So we are trying. Once you share, otherwise, is it possible if I send to you that my PPT you can present? I will just explain. Due to hotspot na mobile system is there still yesterday night actually heavy storm due to heavy storm actually so net in load shedding so many things are problem going on here actually
Sir, you please send it to the conservation mail from where we are communicating to you. I am presenting it on your behalf.
Yeah, last time trying once actually. If possible, then okay. Just is it visible slides?
Sir, slides
Your
are not
screen is
visible.
visible.
Sir, PowerPoint এ ক্লিক করুন তাহলে হয়তো, কারণ আপনার স্ক্রিনটা দেখা যাচ্ছে।
আরে পাওয়ার এবার দেখা যাচ্ছে কি?
পাওয়ারপয়েন্টটা ক্লিক করে পাওয়ারপয়েন্টটা আসছে না।
হুম।